This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Gators headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle. It's Haas. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The run inside. It's Lacey. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive game, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Hard running there. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Pryor. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Runs through the tackle. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Snap to the back. There's a crease. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Montgomery. Breaks into the open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Pryor. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. In the red area, it's Pryor. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making checks. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Direct snap. It's Pryor. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cunningham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Nice job by the defender, knocking that ball away on a 50-50 try and doing it clean. No pass interference there.
Fighting off the defender. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Running inside, it's Lacey. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Gill. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Can't get him to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Flips it out on the screen. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the timing just a hair off.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Not a chance. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Pryor. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
Might be changing the route. The run inside. It's Pryor. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Got a first down. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go right back downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulled Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 19 team, the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Yellow Jackets in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path?
Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job on the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Got it in the middle, it's Mays. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Gators come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. To the air on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We've got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Here on third down. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The give on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lindsey. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Direct snap. Maybe some room here. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone. It's Pryor. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks, some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
On the direct snap, it's Pryor. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner is stopped. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Oh, what a move to get room. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Running inside, it's Lindsey.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off play action. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And down he goes. A sack on fourth down, and the defense gets the football back.
I like the idea to go for it there in 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got to have confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a bet.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Run in the red zone. It's Pryor. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
There's some room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Pryor. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect... There he goes! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Haas. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Unloads to the wideout. got him downfield. And with that, he's got him set up with a 1st and goal as we get set to play on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this in the next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Pryor. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Snap to the back.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Here's a little room there.
And the defense is still fighting.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt, it's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards, so I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Gill. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in
makes a deep grab, turning it on. They'll finally pull him down after the big gain inside the 20-yard line, but it might all be for naught. There is a penalty marker on the play. This 3rd down a little longer after after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
It's a little demoralizing.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He wants a big play here late. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
On the direct snap, it's Pryor. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. Direct snap. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close.